Does God know everything? Once again, when we turn to the divine revelation of Scripture, we discover that it does say God knows everything, both actual and possible. Dr. Charles Ryrie defines omniscience to mean God knows everything, things actual and things possible, effortlessly and equally well. The theological term for God's knowledge of everything is called omniscience. Again, the Latin word omni means all, and the Latin word scientia means knowledge. Thus, the compound word omniscience means all-knowing. Hence, the God of the Bible is omniscient and thus all-knowing. God knows everything in all the broad and minute details pertaining to the past, present, and future. Christian writer A.W. Tozier provides a good definition for the omniscience of God when writing, God knows instantly and effortlessly all matter and all matters, all mind and every mind, all spirit and all spirits, all being and every being, all creaturehood and all creatures, every plurality and all pluralities, all law and every law, all relations, all causes, all thoughts, all mysteries, all enigmas, all feeling, all desires, every unuttered secret, all thrones and dominions, all personalities, all things visible and invisible, in heaven and in earth, motion, space, time, life, death, good, evil, heaven, and hell. It is because God is omniscient in this way that He never discovers anything, nor is surprised to learn something new, nor is amazed or wonders about anything or anyone, since He already knows all from beginning to end. God's omniscience also means He does not have to learn anything, nor forgets what is known by Him. The Scriptures confirm that God is omniscient. He knows everything about us. God is greater than our hearts, and He knows everything, 1 John 3:20 tells us. The Lord searches all hearts and understands every plan and thought, 1 Chronicles 28:9. Jesus, being God in the flesh, demonstrated flashes of divine omniscience in His life. He knew Judas would betray Him from the very outset, according to John 6:70. He knew human nature was sinful and deceitful, so much so that He did not need their acceptance for validation, for He knew what was in man, John 2:25. Being omniscient, Jesus knew things about people before He met them. The Apostle Peter knew Jesus was omniscient when saying to the Lord in John 21:17, Lord, you know all things. In His divine nature, Jesus is omniscient, and yet in His humanity, He voluntarily chose not to divulge the exact day of His return to earth, according to Matthew 24, verses 34 to 36. There is no contradiction here because Jesus was both man and God, with a divine nature and a human nature. Jesus uses the sense of know in Matthew 24:36 with respect to the Father setting the exact date for His Son to return to earth, and Jesus was in effect saying that will be determined by the knowledge of the Father, which the Son will obey and abide by when it comes time for His return to earth. Essentially, Jesus was telling His disciples not to make it their business for when this will happen, and it was not for His time to announce the date of His return. It is not that He does not know that now, or is unable to know the date, but that this is the role of the Father to determine and for the Son to obey. The omniscience of God should bring real comfort and assurance to His people. He knows what we have suffered and the struggles we have gone through, but we have to endure to the end. And in spite of it all, the Lord knows these difficulties are only temporary and will be replaced with joy, uninterrupted bliss, and fellowship with our God forever in the eternal kingdom where the ravages of sin in this fallen world will be permanently removed and gone forever after He makes a new heaven and a new earth. Though like Job, we may not precisely know why evil, pain, and suffering continue, God knows all, knows best, and based on His omniscient knowledge is working all things together for good to those who love God and are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28.